All right, testing real quick here. All right, sorry for that. I had a little bit of technical difficulties to start this. Right, give me just 1 sec, my friends, while I share the link on Facebook. Alrighty, let's get this show on the road. Sorry about that. I was just blasting out the link so that anyone that's interested in coming here and coping with me will be definitely welcome. I'm actually going to make myself some W hydrating drink. I should have done this before actually doing the live, but I have like a million things to do, and one thing that I haven't been as great lately has been multitasking. Right. I'm putting some water in my trusty W shaker. Of course, Video Hardcore Wrestling Association, brought to you by W Energy Drink. All that energy without the jitters and without caffeine, my friends. Let me not make a mess here. Yes, my friends, I am coping. The cope is hard today. It's been a while since I've done a coping stream. Give me 1 sec here, guys. Trying to set things up here. Alrighty. If you're wondering why I am coping and why you should come here and cope with me as well, the Puerto Rican national basketball team lost their first outing today against South Sudan. Well, I have thoughts. I have quite a bit of thoughts on that game. It was just like a frustrating game all around for many reasons, which I will get into in a sec. Let me put this in the shaker. Not gonna lie, this thing smells so good. Let me go ahead and shake this up. Once again, thank you, W, for the hydration blend, watermelonada, which is of course watermelon lemonade. Alright. I actually haven't drank this since the taste test. Not because I haven't liked it or anything, but you only get like 30 servings of this from the tub, which is pretty good. I would imagine. I'm not like a big connoisseur of energy drinks. I'm assuming a 30 is good enough. Don't know if you guys can hear me shaking everything together. And the shaker is a blue shaker. I'm conflicted on whether this is a dolphin or a killer whale, orca that's on this thing. I showed it on that infamous live from last time. It kind of looks like a mix of a whale with a killer whale with a dolphin. But on the site, I think it was actually listed as dolphin blue or something like that, the shaker. I have a picture somewhere on Facebook, I think. Let me go ahead and get us a drink of this. Wow, South Sudan. Anyway, let's get the match started first, and we'll get into the coping. This is Pela Infinita, episode 4, coming to you live from the Tabin Pumarejo Sports Complex. Of course, every 4 episodes is going to be a special episode, so this is Pela Infinita episode 4, aka Pela Asquerosa episode 16. And as you can see on the screen, we have Goran versus someone you have not seen yet. His name is Tonfa. He is relatively new. He was from the PlayStation 3 era, left for a little while, but gosh darn it, he is back. He is back with a vengeance. He is the cousin of Ramses Colon, part of the tag team champions that form Hierarquía. And he is back with Hierarquía. And he actually won the United States title off of Azrael Sung, who held the title for a record 1 year and a half. Crazy. So yeah, Tonfa is the new United States champion, and Goran, who you've seen a couple of times, is the new European champion. The European Championship is back, baby, and in a big way. Goran won it as the last man standing in an 8-man tournament. And they're going to be facing off against each other. This is actually their first match since winning their respective titles. They won it on the same show. They are two very physically intense athletes. This is going to be a heck of a start to a heck of a show. Let's get it on. Goran versus Tonfa live from the... Wait, did I pick the right stadium? I don't know. Let's roll with it. That's part of the coping mechanism. Let's just roll with it. Part of me wishes you guys could hear the music that's playing while this is happening. But on the other hand, I don't want to get struck. Here we go. Coming out first is the newly minted European champion Goran. I dig his entrance with the title. Very NWO-like. It makes him instantly unlikable. Oof, I'm already starting to feel the kick from this W, man. Once again, thank you to W Energy Drinks for sponsoring the Video Hardcore Wrestling Association.
Oh yeah, I like this guy.
And here comes the returning Tomfa, who returned with a vengeance.
And his opponent representing the Assassins.
Already winning gold in his return.
At 275 pounds, the WWE United States Champion, the Thug. Gentlemen, I think this one's going to turn into a fight in a hurry, and I cannot wait.
This should be a physically intense match. It was a physically intense week and weekend. From San Diego Comic-Con to Eisner's to announcements to the Olympics to the Greek gods to the Last Supper to the ends of the earth and infinity and beyond and this Pela Infinita. A whole lot of shit going down. But yeah, let's get this out of the way. Game 1 of the men's basketball tournament in the Olympics. Puerto Rico versus South Sudan. First time Puerto Rico qualifies in men's basketball in 20 years. And for the first time ever, both the men and women's team qualified together in the same Olympics. Versus South Sudan, a team that reached the Olympics for the first time ever. Puerto Rico and South Sudan met like 2 years ago, maybe 3, in the World Championships. Puerto Rico won a very close game in that one. And today, wow, the game was at 5 in the morning, so I have literally not slept all night, aside from just doing stuff and getting stuff ready for the week and whatnot. I decided to just, it was pretty late when I finished a lot of things, so I was like, I may as well just stay up because I'm not going to wake up if I try to just like nap and wake up in time for the game. As you all know, I am a hooper. I am a basketball head. I enjoy the sport very much, even though I've been disappointed with the NBA quite a bit lately. And a lot of the decisions Adam Silver has been making. I'm really pissed that the NBA did not accept TNT broadcasting. They actually matched the deal that was offered from Warner Brothers. No, it wasn't Warner Brothers. Excuse me, it was Amazon and NBC. But more specifically, Amazon. They did not match the deal for streaming games in the I believe next season or the season after next, like the 20. Yeah, I believe it's for the 2025-2026 season. Nothing against Prime. We actually do have Amazon Prime, and there's a lot of content I enjoy there, but it just hits differently when it's on TNT, man. And of course, the iconic, the legendary Inside the NBA, one of the best, if not the best sports show ever. You know, is likely going to end its legendary run because of this. Another thing Amazon is going to take away from us. Please don't cancel me when I stream on Twitch. I can't believe how Amazon went like from, I don't know if I even mentioned it in streams at the time. I know I mentioned it in my social medias at the time. When Google was on the verge of buying Twitch. Ooh, that was a nice near fall. This has been a good match. Don't think I'm not actually watching the match. I actually am watching it while I'm talking about all this stuff. Yeah, to think like when Google was buying everything back then and they were on the verge of buying Twitch, Amazon stepped in the 11th hour, ouch, and bought Twitch out from under Google. And I was one of the many people that actually celebrated that because Amazon was not the juggernaut that it is now. We saw it as a victory for like a smaller company, which it was back then. Like sticking it to Google, which was buying everything. Very different times. So yeah, it really does anger me that the NBA decided to ignore TNT's matching offer, and TNT is actually going to take them to court for that because apparently they have a right to have their qualifying, their matching sheet. Ooh, wow. Low key, this has been the best match Goran has been in, and I think in these streams for this game. Oh, ran right through him. Oh, look out! This could be the end. Finally, 2. Oh, and he kicked out again. Is this a glitch? Holy shit! Fight forever. Anyway, TNT apparently is going to take the NBA to task for outright rejecting that qualifying offer. This could end it right here with a triple power bomb. This one could be enough. 1, 2, 3. This was a good one. I have to say, guys, this was a good one. If you hear some noises, the cats are playing around, chasing each other. It's time for their morning workout. I'm probably going to work out after this, actually, after this stream ends. Trying to get back in shape, mostly for health reasons. Yes, that was pretty amazing, actually. I probably would have given it 4.5 stars, truth be told. I legit thought Goran was going to lose this one. But it turned out to be a very good match. Even the highlights are pretty good in this one. You know it was a good match when there were good highlights. I thought the match was over right there. So yeah, TNT is probably going to, or is apparently going to sue the NBA, and I hope they kind of do. Adam Silver and the NBA have been kind of silly lately. Wait, let me set up the second match on this card. If you hear some meows, that's Hunter Jr. He just recently suffered a huge loss. A box that he used to like to go into had to be broken down, and it's been like a few days and he has missed that box terribly. Tag team action. More Hierarquía in a non-title match. Ready. Ramses Colon. Nova. Let's have him take the new Gothic farm. Super Phoenix and Annihilator. They've been kind of at odds lately, actually. Pela Infinita. Of course, non-title match. Let's get it on. Okay, yeah, I picked the right one now. This should be a good one. I hope. But back to Puerto Rico versus Sudan del Sur. Puerto Rico ended up losing the game. They lost it by 11, I believe it was at the end. 11 or 12. Yeah, it was definitely 11, I think. But, you know, regardless, be it 1 point, be it 11 points, be it 100, all you need is 1 point to lose. So I'm not going to say it was a shocker because, again, the only time these two teams squared up, Puerto Rico won by only 5 points in a tough game, and last week in a exhibition game to prepare for the Olympics, South Sudan took the U.S. to the brink. Like, they had to rely on a last-second shot by LeBron James to actually survive South Sudan, and that was because they mounted a comeback because South Sudan was leading the U.S. at one point by like 16 points or something like that. I know they had a good double-digit lead on the U.S. in the first half, and the U.S. had to like really fight back tooth and nail to survive against South Sudan. So with that alone, I was like, oh my goodness. And Puerto Rico is in Group C, which is not as bad as Group A, which is the group of death. But still, it's Serbia and the USA. So with those two alone, you're screwed. Top 3 teams from each group advances to the quarterfinals. Puerto Rico absolutely needed to win this game because South Sudan and Puerto Rico really don't have much of a chance against Serbia and the U.S., speaking honestly. Puerto Rico started off on fire in the first half, knocking down a lot of threes, making very tough shots because they were incredibly tough shots because South Sudan was playing like from the first jump ball, from the tip-off, they were playing like they were behind by 5 points with 1 minute left in the game. Like, they were playing with us with so much intensity. And to be fair, Puerto Rico also started off with a lot of intensity as well. But I feel like the momentum was lost when um, Jose Alvarado suffered. At first, we thought it was an injury. It looked like maybe it might have been a cramp. Luna's here for some pets. It might have been cramps or something. He had to leave towards the end of the second quarter. There was like a minute left or something. Sat out the first few minutes of the third quarter, and it's like the momentum shifted completely, because in that first half, pretty much the only two players that was scoring for Puerto Rico was Jose Alvarado and Tremont Waters. Like, Puerto Rico's bigs were being bullied. There's no other word. They were being bullied by the length and the physicality of the South Sudan players. And the officials really let it be a physical game. Like, they really let a lot of calls, like, be non-calls. Sometimes the game is a little more entertaining like that, but other times it's a bitch to watch like that, because then when you let physical play happen throughout the game and then you call like a very small foul compared to the other fouls that both teams have been giving to each other, it's like, come on, be consistent with the whistle. But I'm not going to say that's why Puerto Rico lost. Honestly, I blame the coaching staff. I blame the coach for this loss, to be honest, because Puerto Rico, whenever they were on top and then South Sudan would make a small run to catch up, they wouldn't call timeout. There were no timeouts. There were no adjustments. You know, like, the coach just kind of let the players play through it, which sometimes is great, I guess. But when you only have two players like Alvarado and Waters, which are the two smallest players on the court for the team, be the only ones scoring, and the bigs getting out-rebounded, being pushed around silly by the other team, you have to call a timeout. You have to make adjustments, man. And I was really worried, because there were stretches in that first half where Puerto Rico led by as many as 12 points. And I'm thinking to myself, South Sudan is missing a lot of easy shots in the paint that they should have made. And they're still only down by 12, and every time they're down by double digits, they make a good run to cut it to like being down by 4 or 6. You know, that they always stayed within reach. And whenever they would go on those runs, there was never a timeout. There was never like the coach screaming from the sidelines, hey, focus, focus, or whatever. And I don't know if it's because one of the big assistant coaches for Team Puerto Rico actually declined to go to the Olympics, because he is the head coach of one of the Puerto Rican basketball teams in the Puerto Rico tournament, the BSN, and they just started the playoffs at the same time as the Olympics started. So he opted to stay behind and coach his team in the playoffs, rather than being assistant coach to the national team in the Olympics. You know, which, a lot of respect for him for taking that decision. I'm sure that was not an easy decision to make. Nicer and Karana there. I'm sure that was not an easy decision at all to make. To decide not to go to Paris with a team that you've been on for quite a while now, you know, preparing for this moment to have Puerto Rico return finally to the Olympics. You know, much respect for taking a huge decision like that. I don't know if that affected the coach I don't know if it's like the assistant coach was like in his ear enough throughout the games to like tell him to like, make an adjustment here, make an adjustment there, maybe pull a player aside and calm them down or whatever. But the coaching was horrible in this game for Puerto Rico. And one thing that bothered me the most is that when Puerto Rico finally lost the lead in the third quarter and all the momentum just shifted completely to South Sudan after Jose Alvarado had to walk out with an apparent injury. Once again, they were getting bullied in the paint, and players were just chucking 3-point shot after 3-point shot, and they weren't dropping. At one point, South Sudan did get a 10-point lead, I believe it was, in the third quarter towards the end. And George Condit, who's one of the bigs from Puerto Rico, one of the power forwards / center, he was starting to heat up. Like, he was starting to cook in the paint. He even did one of the best poster dunks I have seen in international play. It was so pretty, man. That slam dunk he did over that South Sudan player. And when he did that dunk, it was a momentum shift because Puerto Rico went on a run because of Condit. Oh, snap. Threw him over the top. See that very often. Damn. Anyway, Condit actually like started doing like a mini run on him by himself. He scored 6 straight points by his own, and Puerto Rico got to within 2 points. They could have gotten to missed the free throw on a 3-point, but the Condit was a huge spark plug that got Puerto Rico.
And these two really do make the perfect pair. Tag team excellence in its purest form. You simply love to see it. And I hope we see these guys tagging again real soon. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, the Raw Women's Champion, the Superstar.
The moment this match was announced, the WWE Universe has expected a classic. I think it is destined to deliver.
Title is not on the line, but she knows a loss tonight will mean a future defense. She will be on her A game tonight.
Gentlemen, I think she's about to start a fight.
And from New York, the All-American Gloria.
I think this might be, no, I'm certain this is the most self-absorbed person in all of WWE.
Well, I've had about enough of your character assassination, Saxton. Just because you don't have any self-confidence doesn't mean others have to go without it. I applaud those who know how much better they are than the rest of us.
Determination in her eyes. She is more than ready for competition.
And here's a superstar who's been touted to display all the attributes needed to be at the top of the women's division.
I agree with that, Michael. And no matter what success she's had, I believe there's even more untapped potential in her.
And some superstars could allow praise to go to their head, but not her. She keeps focus on the task at hand.
But she'll be contending with a woman who's had a groundswell of support as of late. A competitor who's going to use that outpouring to fuel her in this fight. Uh-oh. High-angle belly-to-back suplex.
Oh, foot just stomping down.
Oh, that'll leave a mark.
Oh, God, what an elbow. She's fighting back.
Put into place.
The counter. And a kick. Oh, quite an effective counter.
That was just disrespectful.
Oh, shin breaker.
Gonna be hard to walk after that.
Oh, to the arm.
Terrible.
Oh, right to the back.
Ooh, that might have just broken something. What's this gonna be?
Wheelbarrow. Flapjack.
Face first.
She can end it here. She's quick to get her shoulder up.
Able to get that shoulder up so quickly. What a statement.
Oh, and knee to the ears.
That's going to hurt.
And she is just not giving her any room to breathe.
Really taking control here.
Placing them right where they want them, into the corner. Counters. This could be an opportunity. Things taking a turn for her now. She had it scouted.
Suplex. Here it comes.
Nicely done.
Rock in the jaw. This could be it. Cover. Oh, by a hair.
to the gut. Uh-oh. Look out. Nose plant. Counter flush. For the win.
The rope stopped the pin.
Ooh, bullseye.
Gotta respect the strategy to work over the arm.
Kick to the gut. Uh-oh. Look out. Oh, my God. Now, that is the kind of move that wins matches. 2 count.
And that'll be it. Finally a victory. What a hard-fought win.
Here is your winner, the Superstar.
Quite the win for her here.
Show up, get the W, and get out. Not a bad night's work, I'd say.
The WWE Universe just exploded.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing Legacy from San Juan, Puerto Rico. Weighing in at 274 pounds, the WWE Champion, the Anarchist.
Take a look at the talent in competition here. You can see exactly why the WWE Universe is so amped up for this one.
Once again, this is Video Hardcore Wrestling Association. Pela Infinita 4, aka Pela Asquerosa 16, brought to you by W Energy Drink. I will put a link so you guys can enjoy 10% discounts, courtesy of yours truly. The direct link should automatically give you the 10% discount. If not, you can go to www.wbubby.gg GG as in good game. And you can order whatever.
Word is that the champ was actually asking for this to be a title match, but the officials backstage wouldn't allow it. That is how competitive he is.
Looking into the eyes of this competitor tonight, you know he understands the significance of this match. This is an opportunity to make big headway on the roster.
Yeah, but meeting him in the ring is quite an obstacle. There's nothing about this superstar that signifies he'll be a pushover.
And continuing to punish their opponent with a German.
Can't quite get him there.
Oh, look at this. German suplex. And not done yet. Another German.
Great display of strength with the suplex. Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow.
Able to get the advantage here. Oh, kick right to the back. Hold on a second. Could be a matter of time. Submission being locked in.
It's cinched in. I think we're just moments away.
Nice escape. Boom, what a punch. Oh, no. Stun gun. He thinks he has it. Fending off a 2 count there.
This isn't even close to over.
He's one step ahead there.
Reciprocating the initial reversal. These two showing how well scouted they each are.
Evades their offense.
And responds with a counter of their own.
Mad Cave Studios
Got him set up.
just making the moves this year, man. I'm actually impressed. This is it's their 10th year anniversary.
In a corner.
And during that 10-year anniversary panel, which was randomly hosted by Joe Quesada, is where they made the announcement that he's going to be doing that publishing venture. Ooh, nice. Along with Mad Cave. This is going to be interesting, not gonna lie.
The cover, shoulders down. Kick out. Stump 3. And frustration.
Of course, one of the big news from the Eisners. Ooh. Caught him right in the side of the head. Like a shot. Oh, counter.
Impressive counter.
Daniel Warren Johnson. Formers answering Formers itself. Winning an Eisner itself. You know, congrats to him, man. Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. He's really, like, such a great guy. I met him once in New York Comic Con, and he's just such a great dude. Another wrestling fan, as a matter of fact. I really have to buy the trade for Do a Power Bomb. Murder Hawk as well. He's just a great creator, man. And I'm happy to see him, you know, reap the rewards of his hard work.
Back suplex, no. Driven down.
Yep, I'm hitting that W, man. Excuse me. And yeah, you know, I was supposed to do this on Friday. Ended up doing it on the weekend again. I have to sit down and organize. There we go, Malakia Santos with the impressive win. As his own impressive run as champion continues. That was a nice little match there. So yeah, real quick, I have to organize myself on how to do these live streams, especially that I have Wednesdays off now. I have to organize these live streams because I do want to do draw streams again as well. I've just been caught up in a lot of stuff that I need to just sit down, like maybe go to the library or something and just sit down for a couple of hours. Coincidentally enough. So yeah, it's huge, and I've been having a lot of fun doing